Okay, so now we are going to learn some words related to birth, marriage, and funerals. Let's give it a try. The first word we have is nacer, which means to be born. Nacer. Nacer, to be born. And the next one is morir, which means to die. Morir. Morir. And you, instead of to die, you can also say fallecer. Fallecer also means to die, but it means to pass away. So it's a little bit more, kind of like, I don't know how to say this, more relaxed. So you have morir, which sounds very high, and then fallecer, to pass away. So it sounds a little bit more relaxed, more polite. So these are all verbs, so you can conjugate them for nacer, yo nací, tú naciste, él nació, morir, and fallecer. Okay, one more time. Nacer, to be born, morir, to die, and fallecer, to pass away. Okay, and the other word is nacimiento, which means birth. Nacimiento, birth. So if you ever go to a Spanish-speaking countries, you'll probably get a paper saying fecha de nacimiento, which means date, fecha, de of nacimiento, birth. Date of birth. Fecha de nacimiento. So now you know this word. If you ever go, you know what it means. Fecha de nacimiento. Date of birth. Nacimiento, birth. And the next one, muerte, death. Muerte. So nacimiento, birth, muerte, death. And the next one, we also have boda, which means wedding, boda, and funeral, which means funeral. Funeral. So boda, wedding, boda, funeral, funeral. So funeral is the same as in English, easy to remember. Boda is not at all similar to English, so remember this one. Boda, wedding, boda. Okay, and let's try some examples. The first one is, yo nací en Francia en 1992. So the hardest part of this sentence is to pronounce 1992. Okay, well basically we pronounce 1992, the year 1192. Okay, so it means I was born in France in 1992. Yo nací en Francia en 1992. 1992. Basically 1992. That's how we say the dates. And in English is much simple. In Spanish, we do it the hard way. Okay, the next one. Estos soldados murieron luchando por la paz. These soldiers died fighting for peace. Estos soldados murieron luchando por la paz. And another example. La fecha de nacimiento de su hijo es el 4 de febrero del 2021. So this is a long one. Your child's date of birth is February 4th, 2021. So this is what I was saying. Fecha de nacimiento. Date of birth. And then you have to say the whole date. So, la fecha de nacimiento de su hijo es el 4 de febrero, 4th of February, del, and then we go. 2021, 2021, 2021, 21. Next example. Mi abuelo falleció en el 2006. My grandfather passed away in 2006. Mi abuelo falleció en el 2006. Okay, this one is much more simple. So fallecer, to pass away, morir, to die. But fallecer also means to die, but it's more polite. Okay, next one. Lloré después de la muerte de mi perro. I cried after the death of my dog. Lloré después de la muerte de mi perro. Okay, so lloré means to cry. Llorar means to cry. Yo lloré, I cried. Okay, después, after, and you know the rest. The next one. Mi hermana acaba de nacer. My sister was just born. Mi hermana acaba de nacer. My sister was just born. Acaba means just. She just did it. Acabar means to finish. But acaba de nacer is like she finished being born. She just finished being born. So it's kind of like saying she was just born. She just finished being born. Ella acaba de nacer. She finished being born. So that's a little bit fun actually with Spanish. So it basically means she was just born. Okay, the next one. Hoy es nuestra boda. Today is our wedding. Hoy es nuestra boda. Today is our wedding. And the next example. Tenemos que ir a una boda mañana. We have to go to a wedding tomorrow. Tenemos que ir a una boda mañana. So we have to go to a wedding tomorrow. Tenemos que ir. Mañana, tomorrow. Boda, wedding. Another example. Hay un funeral pasando por la calle. There's a funeral. Pasando means going through the street. Pasando por la calle. There's a funeral passing through the street or going down the street. Pasando, to pass through. In English you can say going down the street. And another example. El funeral es mañana a las 2 p.m. The funeral is tomorrow at 2 p.m. El funeral es mañana a las 2 p.m. or 2 de la tarde, 2 in the afternoon. 2 de la tarde. Okay, so 2 p.m. And there's a little bit more vocabulary. Okay, so whenever somebody does something good, you can say felicidades, congratulations. Felicidades, congratulations. Felicidades, felicidades. And whenever somebody passes away, he dies, that person dies, you can say condolencias. The word condolences means condolencias. But if you want to tell somebody my condolences, you would say mis condolencias, my condolences, mis condolencias. But in Spanish, we tend to say que descanse en paz. Descanse means to rest, paz means peace. So basically, may he rest in peace. May that person rest in peace. Or mis condolencias, my condolences. So one more time, felicidades, congratulations. Mis condolencias, my condolences. Okay, let's try the examples. Felicidades por tu matrimonio. Congratulations on your marriage. Felicidades por tu matrimonio. And the other example. Mis condolencias. My condolences. Mis condolencias. Okay, these ones are simple. And let's try a few more. Felicidades por tu triunfo. So this is a new word. Triunfo means triumph. Congratulations on your triumph. Triunfo, triumph. So that sounds pretty similar. So, felicidades por tu triunfo. And the next example, let's see, okay. Mis condolencias. Que descanse en paz. So this is the word I was saying, que descanse en paz, the phrase. It means may he or she rest in peace. My condolences, may he, she, it rest in peace. So whenever we say que descanse, it basically, there's no gender on this one. May that person rest in peace, or that animal. My condolences, may he rest in peace. Mis condolencias, que descanse en paz. Okay, so that's it for this one, and thanks for watching. So now it's your turn to practice Spanish. You can find the lessons Quizlet by going into the lecture resources folder. Thanks for watching.